Let's go over how to stand in your columns. So here you have the spine model, and you'll notice here that this represents the legs, and they're coming right up into the pelvis. When I'm standing in my columns, my femurs are coming right up into my pelvis, and they're keeping an equal amount of force. Versus if I'm out of my columns, and here my inside ankle bone is going to collapse, and there's different forces on my femur, and it's also really easy to slouch. So here's the way to figure out if you're actually in your columns. You want to look at your second toe and your kneecaps. So for most people, if they look at me, they say, oh, well, his feet are straight. But actually, you can see that my kneecaps are pointed outwards. So for me to get my knees straight and my second toe straight, I actually have to turn in a little bit. Everyone's anatomy is a little bit different, so you'll have to find out what your columns look like. So for me, my second toe is straight and my knee is pointed straight ahead. In this position, I'm nice and strong. I've got my head up, chest up, and tail up. My spine is long, strong, and decompressed, and I'm in my columns. That's good standing posture. Out of my columns here, it's really easy to just push the pelvis forward and slouch down. My inside ankle bone can collapse. There's different forces on my pelvis, and you're also susceptible to soft tissue injury and strains and sprains at the Achilles and at the patellar tendon, and then also, of course, just more forces on the hips and the low back. So once you're in your columns, second toe straight, kneecap straight ahead, keeping your head up, chest up, tail up, you want to practice walking. And while you walk, you want to make sure that you maintain that column position. It's really easy to stand in your columns and then going back to walking like this. So most people would look at this and say, oh, well, he's kind of pigeon-toed, which I kind of am. I have to have my second toe straight and my knee straight, and for me, that looks like this. From this position, I'm able to walk with my femurs, my knees straight, my second toe straight, like so. So what's really important is that you practice standing and practice walking in your columns.